Hello and welcome to another episode of Showcasing North Leeds, where I'm on a mission to interview and find all the local businesses within North Leeds and beyond. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Lisa from the Biskery. So the Biskery, for anyone who doesn't know, they basically spread kindness in biscuit form, and it's personalised gifts even, for every occasion. And you've been going for 8 years now?
Nearly, yeah.
Nearly 8 years now. Look at that. So yeah, thank you for joining me, Lisa.
Thanks for having me.
First thing I always say, I like to ask is, why is it that you do what you do?
Well, it's not just me, it's my co-founder Saskia and I, and then a wonderful team of working mums. We do what we do because we started this whole thing when we were new mums to babies, pretty much, and we dreaded going back to the 9 to 5. I don't have family support in Leeds. I'm not from here, so it was just really difficult to kind of see a future in that sort of agency world, because I worked in a digital agency before with big child at nursery all day and all of that. So we started to make life even harder for a short period and added another layer and baked every night. Sold our wares at farmers markets, but because of the digital marketing background, we then moved into the online world quite soon, focused on the biscuits rather than cakes and pies and all the other things we did at first, and moved into the gifting world. So people would order our biscuits as gifts for others because we felt we realized they would spend more money and we only could produce small volumes. So went for smaller volumes, higher margins, into the gifting world, personalized world. And then the pandemic gave us a huge lift because people were looking for those letterbox gifts. And then we did a big rebrand.
Yeah, I love that.
And
I love the name.
Thank
I love
you.
The name, so yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, today we're a team of 8. Most of us are working mums, and we cater for individuals but also for businesses.
Okay. So yeah, that's a good thing actually. I'm saying this like everybody knows, like I do. What does spreading kindness in biscuit form mean? I know obviously you bake biscuits, but what does it mean exactly?
Yeah, so we're quite vocal about the fact that it's not just biscuits. So while our biscuits have won several awards, so Great Taste Award, Great British Food Awards, they are delicious, but it's also about what they convey. So because they're personalised, they can be ordered for any occasion. So one of the very first orders we did was for the arrival of a new baby.
Oh, right.
And the new mom, when she opened the box, she cried because she saw her baby's name on a biscuit. And that's when we thought, wow, it's so much more than a biscuit. It really touches people. And again, that's what we saw in the pandemic when we sent those kindness biscuits for free, with encouraging messages of like stay safe and all of that. So yeah, kindness in biscuit form is what's carried on. So it's a biscuit, but it's more than that. It's what it conveys to the person who opens that box.
So it's just literally. So if you want to give someone a gift, and it's for any occasion, like I say, baby shower, it could be birthday, it could be wedding, it could be anniversary, whatever it might be. Is to all occasions like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a web shop where there's a few sort of set boxes, happy birthday, and then you can add the name, happy anniversary, you can add the year, new baby, welcome baby, and then the name. But then there's also completely bespoke options. So you can, we've had all sorts of messages. Some of them are not really PG.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But, that's all possible, yeah.
I can imagine when they come out though, when you get that message on the website, like, oh right, okay, that's a new one. And then who is it? So you cater for? I know it's companies as well,
yes,
but general public at the same time.
Yes, so it's about a 20-80 split. So 80% is businesses, and 20% is catering through the web shop, like to the public. And
then touching on the business side of things, what typically, because consumers obviously for like gifts for occasions, what is it that businesses tend to do?
It's mainly logo biscuits for launches or parties or staff gifts, client gifts, partner gifts. We do a lot of prospect boxes for the sales departments, thank you gifts, and then we have just added a new arm to the business, which is an event service. So we have a laser printer that we take to exhibitions and conferences, and we can print people's faces onto the biscuits in real time. And it's a great way to maximize footfall to your stall and create a buzz. and take people online.
How do you do? So what do you?
So we bring biscuits with icing on, just plain icing.
Yeah.
And the laser printer gets just set up on a table. It's not big; it's like the size of a normal printer. And then people can either send us a picture via WhatsApp, or we take their picture at the stall with like the branding, and then we print it onto the biscuit, and it takes about 10 seconds. So literally your face appears on the biscuit, and people love it because you've never seen anything like it. So most people go, I'm a bit shy, I don't want my face, but can I have my dog, or can I have my child? And I'm like, yeah. And then, it's a great way to take people online after a real in-person event as well, because they then share that, like, look what I picked up at the stall, or hashtag whatever. So we're growing that because it's brand new, no one knows about it, but once you realize the potential and how many, like whenever we go to one of those exhibitions, it's usually 2 days. First day is all about educating. The second day people run in like, are you the biscuit store? It's just, people love it. And everyone we work with so far, so we get booked by the company who's exhibiting. Instead of handing out branded pens, they do that. And they've all loved it. Like the RI is amazing. So that's another thing we've just added in the B2B world.
So you would essentially go to the exhibition with whoever it is that's exhibiting, and
as an extension of their sales team almost,
That's a great way for them to give something out. The only thing with it though is obviously it's a biscuit, so it gets eaten, and then once it's eaten, it's gone.
Yeah, but we usually package them and they take them home. So most people take a picture, take it home, say, I'm gonna have to show my child, and then on the way they take a picture, post it. So whilst it isn't there forever, they still keep it. It serves several purposes,
Right, okay. So that's a new arm then. Typically what happens is businesses, they've got stages where they want to welcome a new team member or something, or it's Christmas and they give everything to all their past clients. That's typically what other businesses would do as a way to say thank you to people.
Yeah.
Right, okay. But 80% of it comes from companies rather than...
Yeah.
All right, okay. And then what's the Tuesday thing?
Oh yeah, so because of the kindness biscuits we sent out during the pandemic, which was basically we sent out free biscuits to anyone to lift the spirits and spread some hope and kindness during a time where we're all a bit desperate and low. So we then, when all the lockdowns were lifted, we thought it was such a nice thing, we want to continue this to a certain extent. So then we came up with the idea of Gratitude's Day. So every Tuesday we send out a limited amount of free thank you biscuits, our award-winning jam biscuits, have thank you embossed into them. And they come in a lovely little gift box, and you can send them to anyone in the UK, free gift note so they know who they're from, and free postage, so there's no, hook of like £10 for postage. And it's just our way to encourage people to practice a bit of gratitude, because we really believe in, looking at the bright side and really taking time to not just go thank you, but really like, okay, I'm really quite thankful for the life I have and all these things. It's a bit big now, but and we always say it's win-win-win. So the person who gets the biscuit obviously wins because they get a free biscuit. The person who sends the biscuit wins because they get to make someone's day in a way, and we win because we can facilitate all that. So that's what happens every Tuesday from 10 o'clock. So you need to be fast because they do run out very quickly now.
I can imagine that because everyone's supposed to. And for me personally, these biscuits, amazing.
Aww.
So I love them. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
And my daughter, when she got the biscuit with her name on, she loved it too. So it really does spread that kind of joy and happiness, especially in the kids as well. So I want to touch a little bit on you and Saskia. Also the team that you've got and how you guys work. What is it and why is it that you've continued the same way that you did when you started with timings and everything else?
Yeah, so I guess that's another arm of the kindness that we're extending to everything else. So it's not just to our clients, but to our team and ourselves as well, because we feel the working world isn't really set up for working mums. And we really felt that when we went back to work after maternity leave, back to the agency, and in a way our kids' days were longer than ours because we had to drop them at nursery before we even went to work, so they were at nursery for up to like 10 hours. And then the mums obviously have to do the drop off, and then in between, and then the cooking, and it was just like, this is not sustainable. So when we started to grow and got to the point of hiring people, we said we really need to keep this ethos, because that's why we started this. We can't now say, okay, you work till 6 here and then, you sort your life out.
Yeah.
So most of our employees work school hours, because that's the age their kids are at. We also have someone who has kids in nursery still. They might be able to work a longer day. We have a single mum who doesn't have the kids for half of the week, so then she works longer days. On the days she has the kids, she finishes so she can pick them up from school. So it's totally flexible. Every day is different. Every team member works different hours, and it's not always easy, because there's a lot of admin in the background, a lot of logistical master minding. School holidays are a challenge, but it's worth it for us, because that's why it was born. And we're like, we can't just now get washed out and be swept away with this business world of like, this is how we make money, because it's more than that for us. So we have, because of that, naturally attracted working mums. Like we never recruited in a way. People came to us, were like, can I have a job here? And then we try to, we can't take everyone on, but so it really helps with recruiting to be flexible like that. And yeah, so and we're not anti-men or anything like that. People always say, and there was a newspaper article about once, like, it literally said in the headline, I was like, no, like, men are very welcome. We just seem to attract working mums because of that ethos. So yeah, and we're trying to bring a bit of female values into the world of work as well. And, we are business, we are making money, we're profitable, all of that. We know our numbers, but we feel there's so much more to it. Why not try and really look after your people and have that community spirit and collaboration, and with our competitors as well. There's enough space for all of us. Like, we don't need to get the elbows out and put people down, so yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing. Obviously, I've known you and Saskia now for quite some time, and the fact you've kept it going the way that you initially wanted and how you started, I think it's amazing. And obviously you guys with your mindset and what you guys do with your reading and everything else, I think it's great. Is there anything that I've not asked you that I should have asked?
I'm just thinking now that you say that with a mindset, we have just launched a new product, which is essentially a subscription box mainly aimed at working mums, that is aimed to be a monthly reminder to look after themselves and put themselves first, put that oxygen mask on first, because I've experienced it that you pour from an empty cup, or try to do that, it just doesn't work. So that's when we got into the whole mindset thing and gratitude and, self-care. But there's so much rubbish out there about self-care. It's like, you push, and then you go on a retreat, and then, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. So, so we have now created this box, which comes to people's doors once a month. It has a beautiful selection of biscuits and teas and some other little gifts. But then it also has access to a monthly talk with an expert about topics that are especially relevant for working mums. It's about mental fitness, money mindset, understanding our hormones, finding joy at work, managing the juggle, mum guilt. So we have people lined up for the whole year. So that's a bit more about the mindset stuff, and our staff will have access to that, so they, can look after themselves. So yeah, that's something else.
You've got a lot. Okay. Well, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you mentioned that as well. And how do people find you? And where do they find you?
So we're called the Biskery, a mix of biscuits and bakery. So it's with a K, Biskery. Thebiskery.com. You can find us on Instagram at the Biskery, Facebook, LinkedIn. We're quite. You're sick of us.
Yeah, all over LinkedIn.
We are all over LinkedIn because of the corporate, that's where our people are. So yeah, the Biskery. I'm Lisa Shepherd, spreading kindness in biscuit form. When you see that in my face, then you found me. And yeah, there is a Twitter, X, whatever it's called now, but that's not really our crowd there. So mainly Instagram and LinkedIn. And we're just down the road from here in Chapel Allerton, opposite Potter Newton Park. So, if people want to pop round, for some smells and a free
Yeah,
biscuit, then
that's
they're
it.
welcome.
Okay, well, I encourage everybody to at least get involved in Gratitude Tuesday, for sure. And it's there we're spreading some joy this in, and someone, even if they don't order it for themselves, someone can try the biscuits and see for themselves. But thank you so much for joining me and for letting me know more, letting everyone know more about your story and what you guys do. So thanks for coming.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
And please, everybody, as I always say now, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment if you're online, because it does help spread the word as much as possible. I want everyone to understand and follow and find these local businesses. So thank you for watching and taking part.